Technology has many upsides and downsides that are both lead to good and bad impacts into society, especially when concerning how easy people from different parts of the world can communicate with each other. The 2018 film Searching by Nish Chagani makes use of technology to tell the story of Margaret Kim and her dad David in a way that also successfully illustrates the use of found footage and conveys his ideas while also creating something unique but still familiar to the audience. So I'm communicate my thoughts to 3 different ideas in this video. So the first main key idea is digital identity versus real identity, where people on the internet, they can disguise as themselves or whoever they want. Alright, and this brings up many problems into society. The second concept or idea that I'll be talking about was the director using screen-based storytelling instead of traditional camera work, which makes it more challenging to write the movie, but also adds a twist that viewers weren't ready for. And the last idea that I'm going to talk about was David looking back on old photos and videos. This was a method of doing flashbacks into the past, but in a more seamless way and easier for the audience to understand what the director was trying to say. So to expand on what I said previously, I want to start by saying that Chagani was definitely able to do very good on this film and the way that it was filmed because of how unique it was, also given more leverage, and viewers were able to understand his movie much better, and take significance lies not only in his ideas but in their portrayal as well. So basically, Nish Chagani used the screens, alright, and it showed how digital identity versus real identity is a very big thing and how it has an immense impact on society, and he put this into his movie so that the audience can understand more about it, because one of the main aspects of this movie was how digital identity and real identity is very real, because people can just go onto the internet and do whatever they want and disguise themselves, but then no one will be able to tell who it is and what they're saying. So someone that's bad could pretend to be someone that you know and say something. Alright, and so great example of this would definitely 100% be in Searching, because in the movie Searching, the Nish Chagani, he was very in the movie Searching, and Nish Chagani used this, and he said a lot about how the main movie revolved around the internet and how good of a tool it can be, but also how bad it can be for society. So I'm gonna talk about the scene where David Kim and his brother Peter had the confrontation about Margaret going missing. Alright. So when David sees the messages between the two, he thinks he doesn't expect what's happened, alright, and he doesn't believe it, so he has to confront his brother and talk to his brother about it, right? And so he goes up to his brother and then he brings it up, but his brother Peter tries to push it down immediately, alright? And so this was firstly really good acting, but secondly a good technique, because David set up cameras around the house, and that's how they filmed this moment, the director, right? But also it's a good technique because it still keeps that on-screen idea that they've kept throughout the entire movie, and also shows that David doesn't trust his brother as much as you think he does, alright? And it builds the character relationship between David Kim and his daughter Margaret Kim, and what he thinks about Margaret and what he expects of her. So this technique really does support the idea and how Nish Chagani uses textual form, and also about the digital identity versus real identity. Alright, But not only that, but it creates much more meaning between the actual characters in the film. It creates sort of like a third dimension where there is more character building and there is also more depth in the writing of the character, immersing the audience much better into this film, which wasn't as deep before this scene, but this scene really brought everything together and gave it more meaning. So the main message of the film is definitely more about the way that technology is leading society into and the impact that it has, but it's also showing the purpose of the director, which is him trying to put more awareness on these types of things. And it's saying that not only should a detective be treated like raised a kid better so that you understand society a lot more, but it also shows that you should have a deeper connection with your kids and talk about a traumatic experience so that there doesn't come back later.